Test, 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 test.
3-pointer good for Sevier.
Welcome to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Of course, if you're tuning in online at mylocalradio.com, we do not have the streaming rights to this ball game as we don't own the rights for the state tournament. They were sold to another company as we have a graphic on the screen describing everything. 64-32 on the scoreboard as the Monument Valley Cougars take on the Altamont Longhorns. Monument Valley, the 5 seed, up big on the 12 seed Altamont. As we got about 4:28 to go in this game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll set the scene for tonight's matchup.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast, in the middle of a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at my local radio as well as 98.3 FM. The wildlife. Got about 4:06 to go in the prior game before us. We're going to start a little bit late as it's 1 p.m. here. We want to make an announcement that we will have as much of the boys game after this as possible. So the hope is that we'll get the Rich girls game in. I'm going to run across the street to Richfield High School, get the boys game in. As 3:55 to go in this ball game. When we come back, we'll have the mylocalradio.com scene set for you. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the scene set, brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Speaking of them, and it doesn't get much bigger than this. It is the first round of the 1A Utah State Tournament as the Rich Rebels will take on the ICS Lions in a region matchup where they should be real familiar with each other. The Rebels have come away with 2 wins in the prior contest. It is also the 1 seed versus the 16 seed, so this is a very important game for the Rebels to get out, and obviously every game is important from here on out. You got to win them. But if you're the Rebels, if you can come out, win this game, and win it pretty handedly, it'll be a very good help if you can get out on top of these guys and you can let some other players play. You're going to have to win 4 games in 4 days to get where they want to go to. So a great start would be here, getting out in front of ICS. We talk about this all the time with the Rebels. When they get out in front of teams, it just becomes a snowball. Let's see if the Rebels can do that here. As we got 2:46 to go, 68-36. Everything has been determined, but the score between Monument Valley and Altamont looks like the Cougars are going to move on to the next round, where they'll play Wayne in a 5 versus 4 matchup tomorrow in the quarterfinals. You're listening to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center. Presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have your Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week. That's junior Haiti Pugmire. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com as well as 98.3 The Wildlife. We are in the middle of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show for the 1A state tournament. We'll have Haiti Pugmire when we come back.
Settled by pioneers in 1865, Woodruff, Utah has been a great place to live and raise a family for over 150 years. Those early pioneers have fostered the belief that when you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Come to Woodruff, Utah today and enjoy clean air, wide open spaces, and friendly people. Good luck to our Rich Rebels. The citizens of Woodruff believe in you.
With Haiti Pugmire Jr. at Rich High School in Haiti. State tournament's right around the corner. You got to be excited. I'm excited. I'm sure everyone's excited.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited. A little nervous, but I'm just ready to play.
Yeah, I can imagine. A lot of the girls on your team, they've been here already this year with the state tournament run. Unfortunately, you were injured. But what experience, or what from that experience, are they kind of relying on going into this?
Well, just as volleyball, we're going in number 1, and we also haven't lost to a 1A team yet. So I think it also gives us an advantage because we've already done it before. They already did it in volleyball, and I know we can.
So one thing I noted in the first basketball game that you guys played of the year against Panguitch was your first athletic competition after coming back from a very bad injury. You want to discuss that and what it means to you getting back to being able to play some pretty good ball after a big injury.
It was so excited. I loved it. I was definitely a little angsty and kind of all over the place those first 2 games, but I had so much fun, and I'm just glad to be back in it.
So you guys passed the ball around really, really well, and it seems like a lot of times you're the recipient of a nice dime pass that you catch late, and your facial expressions kind of make me feel like you agree with me. What's it like being on the receiving end of some of those just backdoor passes from your guys' guards? They're incredible passes.
It's just crazy. They just find me at the right time. I'm just open and able to finish it, and I just love that we pass it and keep the ball moving and find the open people and can finish the shots.
So what about this team is special? Because it seems like you guys just have a ton of fun with each other. The thing about you that I remember is you scored a reverse layup with your right hand, and the facial expression you had on your face after making that shot. I've seen that from a couple of players after doing different things offensively. What about this group is so dynamic that makes it so much fun?
We work together so well, and we can just have fun. Like you said, the facial expressions, anything we do good, we'll just cheer everyone and just keep pushing. Just
know that facial expression's forever caught on YouTube. So you're about 2/3 of the way through your junior year. What are some of your academic goals for the rest of your high school career?
My goal is to keep my 4.0 GPA that I have right now, and then get my GED certificate from Snow.
So kind of what's your certificate in?
Just mostly generals because I want to go into aviation, so it'll just help give me kind of a base to start my college career.
So you may not have much spare time, but in your spare time, what do you do?
I love to read, and then I love being outdoors, doing whatever, snowboarding, skiing, driving around with my friends. We go bunny hunting a lot, and that's pretty fun, and just hanging out and having a good time.
What's one thing the world should know about Haiti Pugmire?
Probably that I just try to work really hard, and I love feedback, and if people want to tell me stuff to fix, I'm glad to take it and use it and work to make myself better.
We want to thank Haiti Pugmire for being a part of today's Bear Lake Community Health Center, today's Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week, as well as being a part of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. We come back, we'll have an interview with head coach of the Rich Rebels, Cody Lundgren. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com as well as on 98.3. When we come back, we'll have Cody Lundgren.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. It is time for the Pam Corney at Town & Country Realty Coaches Show. We come back, we'll have head coach of the Rich Rebels, Cody Lundgren.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
I'm here with the girls varsity coach of the Mountain Crest Varsity Girls.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Here with head coach of the Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team, Cody Lundgren. And Coach Lundgren, you guys have the tournament coming up this weekend. What are some of the messages that have been going to your girls throughout practice this week?
We just got to keep focusing on doing what we do best and continue on improving on what we do. And, you know, it's the little things. A big, long tournament like that, you have to take care of the little things to be successful in the end.
So it's official now. You guys have ICS, and beating a team 3 times in a year is never easy, no matter who the opponent is. What can you guys take from your first 2 matchups with ICS that you can bring into the game on Wednesday?
It's always playing a team 3 times in a row. You know, it happened to us last year against Tabiona, and this year we have ICS. And, you know, we just have to remember who their players are, who can make plays. And we know they're big, they're athletic, they're physical, and they can shoot the ball pretty well from the outside. So we just have to make sure we remember those things and then execute on offense on our side and take care of the basketball.
What have the practices been like the last last week and now the next couple of days. What are the practices going to be like within the next couple of days?
You know, they've been pretty intense. So we didn't have a game last week, so we tried to amp it up in here quite a bit, and the girls went at each other pretty hard and just trying to get each other better and ready for that moment down at state. And, you know, after today, we'll kind of tone that down a little bit because we have a lot of basketball this week, but we'll have shoot-arounds every day before practice this week, or before our tournament games this week also.
What is the most important thing heading into a tournament where you want to play 4 games in 4 days?
Oh, you know, you got to take care of your bodies. You got to take care of your mind. You got to take care of each other. And we got to do what we do well. You know, we can go down there and our opponent can change night in and night out, so we're not really sure who we'll have. We just have to make sure we're very clear on what we're trying to accomplish down there and execute that.
With it being a tournament and the possibility of you playing 3 or 4 teams on a given night, have you done any bracketology looking ahead, or is it just one game at a time for you guys?
You know, for my girls, it's just one game at a time, but obviously myself as a coach, I'm looking down the road a little bit and trying to get a few notes on what some teams like to do. So sometimes I do that, and they get all thrown out the window because they get upset, and it's hard to tell. So we just do our best, and I focus our team on ICS right now.
You guys will be successful this week if you do what?
Play for each other.
We want to thank Cody Lundgren for being a part of the Pam Corney at Town & Country Coaches Show on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your keys to tonight's matchup. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 5 minutes to go before the tip-off of this ball game, and we have your keys to tonight's matchup for the Rebels. Erase the record, erase the 16 in front of their seed. This is an ICS team that you've played twice, and if I'm being completely honest, a team that you've embarrassed twice. And you got to think they want to come out and spoil the party for the Rebels, as the Rebels are the 1 seed, the Lions a 16 seed. They're coming off a nice win at home versus Monticello. And if you're the Rebels, you have to take them as serious as every other team here. It does not matter that they're the 16 seed. It does not matter that you beat them twice. You have to come out, you have to play them like you're playing the, Snow College basketball team. You have to play them that way. And if you do that, you'll be successful. But the Rebels need to come out, get off to a fast start. We talk about this, it seems like every single game where the Rebels are probably favored. You get off to a fast start, and you just put that little bit of a doubt in their mind, and suddenly you're off and rolling, and you're into the tournament. If you're the Rebels, you want to get your legs going, get out to a quick start. They did it last time against the Lions. The first game, not so much. It was tied 7-6 it was 7-6 Rebels after the first quarter in the first game that they played against ICS. If you're the Rebels, you got to get off to a quick start and just continue. Don't let off the gas. If you can get off to that quick start and you can bury this team by halftime and you can play not a lot of your starters in the second half, when you're playing 4 games in 4 days, that's important. I would venture that either team that wins a championship on boys and girls side, they're able to rest some of their starters for a little bit of a game, either here on the first day or the second day. Playing 4 games in 4 days, this is a grueling tournament. You're going to earn it if you win it. And the best way to earn it is to start off with a huge victory here over ICS. For the Lions, I mean, you know the Rebels. You know what they're going to do. They're going to press. They're going to try to turn you over. They're going to try to push the ball. They're going to try to work it around. It's nothing that the Lions haven't seen yet already this year, but if they want to pull this upset off, they have to take care of the basketball. The Lions turn the ball over 22.1 times per game, and that's just not going to work here against the Rebels. Lions also going to have to score the ball. They come in averaging 32.7 per game. Rebels defensively, the player you got to watch out for, McKenna Stoddard. In the second half of the last game at Rich, where these two teams played, she got loose for a little bit in the second half, and she wasted very little time burying 3 3-pointers. So if you allow her to get open here in this game, she's going to knock down some shots. So for the Rebels, I imagine they're probably going to play man-to-man defense, and last time they played, they had Tylee Tingey glued to McKenna Stoddard. And I can't imagine Tingey's role is going to be much different, as Stoddard averages 13.2 per game. You're listening to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com, as well as on 98.3 FM. When we come back, we will have your starting lineups.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We are 30 seconds away from the start of the tournament for the Rebels as we're about to go to our starting lineups. For the Lions of ICS, they will serve as the home or the visiting team, Typically the higher seed will be the home team. When I say higher, I mean lower in number, as the Rebels are the 1 seed. Therefore, they are the higher seed. When we say that, Lions are coached by head coach Shannon Lusk. Starting for them, number 3, sophomore Elaine Lunsford, standing at 5'9". Number 12, Rebecca Wayner, she's a junior. Number 20, standing 5'9", she's a forward, also a sophomore. Ellie Menning, 23, she's a guard, standing at 5'4", junior McKenna Stoddard. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lions of ICS, junior guard Bryn Smith. For your Rebels of Rich High, they had the usual suspects in the starting lineup. Number 2, senior Darlene Peterson. Number 10, senior Ellie Argyle. Darlene standing at 5'10", Argyle at 5'8". Senior number 15, standing at 5'7", Tylee Tingey. She's a junior, standing at 5'9", Violet Taylor. And to round out the starting lineup for your Rich Rebels, junior number 40, standing at 5'8", Haiti Pugmire. As we head to our live cam, this is unfortunately the camera we're going to have during the contest, just because we do not have the video streaming rights. So everyone relax, kick back, stay with me, as we're going to have 2 straight basketball games. We want to make a mention of the boys' game is directly right after this, scheduled to start at 2:30, about an hour from now. We are going to get as much of that game as possible, but we will start here with the girls' game, and we will finish. If we have to skip the post-game show, we will skip the post-game show, and we'll run over. Let's go to the in-house PA system for your starting lineup for the Rich Rebels.
Senior number 10, Ellie Argyle. Also for senior number 2, Darlene Peterson. At guard, junior number 25, Violet Taylor. Also at guard, senior number 15, Tiny Tippy. Rounding it off at second for Rebels, junior number 40, Katie Buckmeyer.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We are seconds away from the tip-off of the Rich Rebels 1A Utah State Tournament as Darlene Peterson will jump against Elaine Lunsford. This tip-off is brought to you by mylocalradio.com, won by the Lions. Here comes Stoddard across the timeline. They get possession first, thrown across the floor on the left wing, recovered by the Lions. They go to Menning at the left elbow. She spins, turns, fires a pass to a teammate. Lions continue to work it around. 7:44 to go here in the opening quarter, which is brought to you by T7 Propane. First shot of the game off as Violet Taylor throws it ahead to Tylee Tingey. She drops it off to Haiti Pugmire. A little unselfish basketball as Pugmire opens the scoring with the left-hand layup. Tingey could have laid it in. Instead, she hands it to Haiti. We talked about it in our interview. She is the recipient of a lot of great passes from teammates. As here come the Lions. That's going to be thrown away as they try to go into the post. Rebels basketball, 7:19 to go in the T7 Propane opening quarter. Violet Taylor is going to walk it up the floor for the Rebels. They're up 2-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Taylor crosses the timeline to Tingey on the right wing. She surveys, couple dribbles, crosses over, gets a screen from Argyle, picks up her dribble, goes inside to Ellie. She works it to Taylor in the left corner. Dribble handoff to Peterson. She's going to fire the left wing three. That's off rim. And now Haiti Pugmire with the rebound, lays it in as Pugmire's got 4 here early in the contest. Rebels are going to bring some pressure. Stoddard, her pass over the head of Lunsford, out of bounds. Rebels will get possession with 6:47 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Darlene Peterson has the ball in her hands in front of the scorer's table. Rebels are wearing their home white uniforms, Rebel script across in blue, blue stripe down the side. Lions wearing their black road uniforms with maroon lettering, words Lions across the front as Peterson on the right wing drives, kicks to Pugmire at the elbow, surveys, hands it to Argyle in the corner. She dribbles to the key, finds Peterson to Taylor. She's going to fire up a 15-footer in and out as the Lions get the rebound. Here they come the other way. It's Stoddard. Crosses the timeline. Dribbles on the snow. College S. Picks up her dribble. Inside to Smith. Lunsford, top of the key, surveys. Her pass is poked away by Haiti Pugmire. She tries to go to Menning on the left elbow. Pugmire got her fingertips to it. With 6:07 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter, 4-0 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard as the Lions look to inbound. They find Menning. Her 15-foot left corner jumper's good. 4-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels on the attack. It's Taylor down the lane, hands it off to Argyle. She drives baseline. Tries to kick it to the top of the key where it is Lunsford. Gets the steal. She is fouled by Peterson as Peterson was the last line of defense. This allows the Rebels to line up their defense. 4-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 5:53 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Lunsford to inbound. She finds Stoddard. She drives down the right wing. Pulled up, thought about it. Finds Menning, top of the key. She surveys, finds Lunsford on the left wing. To Smith on the right elbow. One dribble to the left elbow. Back to Stoddard, top of the key. She's going to fire a three. That's good. Violet Taylor had her hand down, and Stoddard made her pay. 5-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels down by 1 as Taylor across the timeline. Into the offense, finds Tingey on the right wing. She drives the lane. No one steps up to stop her as Tingey goes all the way to the block, lays it in. She picks up her first basket of the tournament. Rebels go back up. 6-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Stoddard picks up her dribble, is double teamed right away, goes to Menning as Menning caught it, got away with over in the back. She caught it in the front court, stepped on the line. Shot is deflected, rebounded by the Lions. We're going to get a foul called against the Rebels. 5:02 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. 6-5 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard, with Ellie Menning going to the free throw line. She is a 60% free throw shooter on the season as Argyle picks up the foul. That could have been Peterson or Argyle on the foul. They'll go give it to Ellie. It's a little bit of a break as the first free throw rattles around and out. The Lions are attacking from right to left if you're looking at the scorer's table. Rebels from left to right. Menning back to the line to shoot the second free throw. It's in the air. Back rim and out as Peterson pulls in the rebound. Here come the Rebels back the other way. She leads the attack. Tingy on the left wing across the timeline. Slows it down, lobs it to Pugmire. Pugmire with the catch. Tries to one extra pass to Argyle. That's picked off. Another pass from the Lions, nearly stolen by the Rebels. Here comes Stoddard. She crosses the timeline, throws it ahead to Lunsford, who's open. Makes the catch, is fouled on the play. Rebels have 3 fouls already in the game. As they're taking a couple minutes here to settle in as the Lions inbound. Menning fires a right wing corner jumper. It's off the side of the backboard in the hands of Lunsford. Lions retain possession, but no shot clock as Argyle pokes it away. Couple Lions hit the floor. We're going to get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball as Peterson and Argyle reach in to get the possession as the Rebels lost the jump. So it will be Rebels basketball. 6-5, the Rebels lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. A basket here would probably go a long way to calm the nerves for the Rebels. 4:30 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. First round of the 1A state tournament. Peterson on the left wing finds Pugmire. She attacks. Her layup no good. Good interior defense there from the Lions. As here they come back the other way, it's it's Wayner. She turns, finds a teammate top to key. It's Smith. Menning on the elbow. Tries to go inside. Stolen by Peterson. As here come the Rebels on the attack. Peterson slows it down on the wing. Goes to Taylor, top of the key. She hands it off to Argyle. Fakes the 3. Attacks the lane. Drops it off to Pugmire. She lays it up. No good. Gets the rebound. Second shot blocked. They go to Argyle. Free throw line jumper. No good. As the Rebels have missed a few easy ones here early on. They go inside to Menning. Stoddard catches. She's going to fire the 3. That's back rim and out as Peterson pulls on the board. 3:33 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels push it ahead. Tingy pulls up on the right wing to Peterson, top the key. Inside to Pugmire. She turns, attacks with the left hand. Her layup opportunity rolls around. Wanted to fall, but rattles out. But Haiti Pugmire will go to the line for 2 free throws. Falls on Menning, her first, team first. 3:21 to go in the ball game as Pugmire steps to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. First one is off. Checking in the game for the Lions, number 15, Kendrick Lusk, the freshman. Pugmire back to the line. Second free throw on the way, no good as Janie Walentine, fresh into the game, gets her hands to it, unable to save it. Here come the Lions back the other way. Rebels still lead 6-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As they go inside to Smith, she dribbles, loses her dribble as Argyle's going to reach in for the jump ball. It'll be Lions basketball. Good defense there from Ellie. As the Lions got the ball to the left block, no further. Hannah Scott's going to check in for Haiti Pugmire. 6-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 3:11 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Smith to inbound underneath the Rebels hoop. Finds a player on the block. She makes the basket and one. Rebels down 7-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. That foul goes to Walentine. 7-6 Lions up as it was Lunsford with the basket. She'll go to the free throw line. Free throw on the way is good, but we get a whistle, and I believe they're going to wave it off. If you're the Lions and you want to pull the upset off, you cannot have that, as that would have been an extra point. Instead, they only lead 7-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels looking to get a basket here. Walentine on the right wing. Couple dribbles, surveys, finds Peterson top of the key. They go inside to Argyle. Catch, just turns, fires, no good, but will go to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. That's a very well executed play there from the Rebels, as they wanted to go inside to Argyle right away. They did. She catches, turns with the right hand, lays it off the glass, but it was no good. First free throw on the way from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, no good. Argyle back to the free throw line. Second one on the way, no good. Rebels are 0 for 4 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line as Lunsford gets the rebound, and she's out in front of everyone. Argyle does her best to stop her. She's going to pick up the foul as Lunsford's going to the free throw line. Rebels have to make their free throws. They're 0 for 4, and I'm sure they will, but they need to kind of wake up here as it's 7-6. The Lions are winning as Lunsford's free throw on the way is good. Checking back in, Pugmire for Argyle as she'll sit with 2 fouls. 8-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Lions with the lead. Lunsford, free throw, back rim and out. Peterson with the rebound. Here come the Rebels. Across the timeline on the left wing. Peterson skip pass to Taylor. She dribbles back to the top to Key. Rebels will reset the offense as Taylor gets a screen, goes downhill. Nearly loses it, finds Wallenstein in the right corner. She attacks. Back to Taylor in the right corner. Skip pass to Peterson's going to be deflected out of bounds off of the Lions. Good defense there from Lunsford. Rebels have 13 to work with on the shot clock. Crawford Troth inbounds play. 8-6, Pugmire will inbound. Goes to Hannah Scott. Scott in the left corner, one dribble, right back to Pugmire. She turns, fires off the bottom of the backboard. Got too far under the hoop as the Lions get the rebound. Here they come up the floor. It's Lunsford. Guarded by Wallenstein. Goes to Stoddard, top of the key. Lusk to the elbow. They work it back to Lunsford. Menning has it stripped away by Violet Taylor. It's a Rich County government steal. She's on the attack. Her layup, no good. Rebound pulled in by Scott. She goes up. No foul on the play as Peterson gets the rebound. The Rich contention is not happy with that. That pass is deflected. That should stay with the Rebels. What? We have the official from the far side coming over to confer because that pass was tipped. Deflected. They do get the call right. 1:42 to go in the ballgame. We're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout called by head coach Cody Lundgren. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Wallenstein has it top the key. She spins back. Finds Scott. She drives down the right wing. Poked away by Stoddard. Here come the Lions. 2-on-1 back the other way. As Tingy hustles back to poke it away into the hands of Stoddard, who lays it in. Tough break there for the Rebels. Good effort from Tylee Tingy. 10-6 Lions up on the Station on Main scoreboard. As the ball is poked around, Violet Taylor gets the loose ball, finds Wallenstein. She dribbles to the top of the key. 1:07 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Taylor gets the handoff on the right wing, crosses over. I think she dribbled it off her foot, is able to maintain possession. Drives to the left elbow, hands it to Tingy. 10 to go on the shot clock. Tingy drives down the lane, drops it off for Scott. She turns, fires, and is fouled on the play. Hannah Scott will go to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. And that's going to get a player off the bench for the Lions. That's on Lunsford, her first, as Olivia Frazee will check in for the Lions. That's the third team foul of the half. Scott, first Bear Lake Realty free throw is good. Hopefully that Hannah Scott Bear Lake Realty free throw, her first point of the tournament, will settle the Rebels down as Wallenstein checks out for Wilson. Scott back to the free throw line. Second one on the way is good. Couple big baskets there for the Rebels. They're going to press. Stoddard catches immediately to Wayner as Wilson chases her down to trap her. Go to Lunsford, middle of the floor. 44 seconds going. T7 Propane first quarter. As that ball's going to go out of bounds. It will be Rebels basketball. Did you appreciate the sportsmanship from Lunsford as she chases that ball down into the concourse underneath the bleachers? Tally Tingy to inbound. Rebels down 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Taylor's going to dribble it across the timeline into the offense for the Rebels. Scott on the right elbow. One dribble. Tried to go to Pugmire, who fell down. Instead finds Taylor. She'll attack. Has it poked away for the second. Crosses over, looks to attack down the lane. All the way to the basket is a blocked out of bounds. Nice block there from Stoddard. As it'll be a Mountain Valley Cattle Company, or excuse me, Crawford Troth inbounds play as Casey Wilson will inbound. Wilson lobs to Scott in the middle of the lane. She attacks as she is fouled on the play. It'll be on the floor. It's on Audrey Cole, or excuse me, it's on Freezy. Her first, as we're going to get a sub. As it'll be Bryn Smith checking back in for the Lions. Pugmire with the Crawford Troth inbounds play in her hands. Goes to Scott. Scott, one dribble right back to Pugmire. She takes one dribble, finds Tingy. Her long two on the way. Back rim, rattles around and out as the rebound is pulled away by the Lions. 12 to go here in the T7 Propane first quarter as Stoddard dribbles it up the floor. Pass deflected away by Hannah Scott as Taylor gets the steal. She was out in front, but not enough to get the clear path foul. That's a good foul from Stoddard. As that could have been a huge momentum swing for the Rebels if they're able to lay it in before the buzzer. Instead, she grabs, gets the foul. That's probably the best outcome for the Lions in that situation as Hannah Scott got the Rich County government steal. 5 to go in the quarter. Taylor attacks, finds Scott. She floats one up, no good. The shot wouldn't have counted anyways as we end the first quarter. Rebels down 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. You're listening to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels basketball to start the quarter. They are down 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we head to the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Casey Wilson on the right wing surveys, gets a screen. She's going to pull up for three. That's no good. Stoddard has the ball as the Lions pushed ahead to Lunsford on the right wing. Scott tripped as Lunsford's going to attack. She loses it, and the Rebels are going to be called for a foul. Nothing is going right for the Rebels right now as that foul's on Tingy. That's her first. Lions to inbound. They do so into the corner for Wayner. She attacks, tries to go inside, pass. Too hot to handle, but it skips into the hands of Smith. As we're going to get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. The ball will go to the Lions. Or at least it should go to the Lions. Yep, they correct the call. Because the Rebels started with it to start the quarter. Rebels have to defend down 2, 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 7:35 to go in T7 Propane the Stacy Repair second quarter, as it's floated and it's nearly stolen by Tingy, as they're actually going to call it out of bounds off of Tingy. It'll be Lions basketball. They'll inbound in front of the Rebels bench. It's Lunsford. She surveys, goes to Stoddard. She drives down the lane, floats one up, no good. Rebound pulled in by Hannah Scott, takes one dribble to clear, finds Tingy, she'll lead the attack. Wilson on the right wing. Wanted to go to Pugmire. Instead goes back to Tingy, top of the key, as the Rebels will reset the offense. Tingy backs up. Goes to Hannah Scott on the right wing. Takes one dribble, goes inside to Pugmire. Tough catch, turns, fires off glass, and good. Haiti Pugmire scores again, as she has 6 points already in the ball game. 10-10 on the station on main scoreboard. That pass is deflected out of bounds by Hannah Scott, and it's a good thing it was, or else Lunsford was in the clear for a layup. Violet Taylor's going to check back in for the Rebels. Casey Wilson will check out. The Rebels want to get this done. They're going to have to start here on the defensive end. Their defensive end is what leads to their easy baskets that they get on offense, getting steals. As they go to Menning on the elbow. Go back inside. She catches, floats, no good. Pugmire with the rebound. She's going to lead the attack. Rebels have numbers if they hurry. Instead, Pugmire is going to slow it down, wait for her teammates. It's a good decision at the end of the day. 6:35 to go in the the Stacy Repair second quarter. Pugmire on the right elbow. Gets a screen, drives left, picks up her dribble. Finds Tingy, top of the key. She takes one dribble back to Pugmire. Goes inside to Tingy. She turns, fires, off glass, and good. Tylee Tingy with a post-up move. Don't see that real often. She's got 4. Rebels go up 12-10 on the station on main scoreboard with 6:10 to go in the Stacy Repair second quarter. Can't let up on the defensive end, as Peterson's going to be called for her second foul, as Argyle and Peterson both have 2. As it'll be Rebecca Wayner to shoot the 1-and-1. She is a 50% free throw shooter. Free throw line has been what's helped a lot for the Lions. If they have not missed a free throw until that, announcer's jinx as Pugmire clears the rebound. Here comes Taylor across the timeline into the offense for the Rebels. She surveys, slows it down, waits for her teams to set up. Tingy on the left wing, surveys, inside to Pugmire, had position, pass just a little behind her. Good defense there from the Lions. As Tingy hits the floor to get the ball. It'll be out of bounds off of Tingy though. Gotta remember, this is the Rebels' first game action for about 2 weeks. As they're looking a little rusty, Peterson still playing with her 2 fouls as she gets her fingertips to that pass. Nearly stolen. Lions across the timeline. Smith is going to fire up a lefty jumper. That rattles around and falls. As it's a little friendly roll away from home. 12-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Tingy, her 15-foot jumper is good. Tylee Tingy has 6 points early on for the Rebels. 14-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Pass is nearly stolen. It's Wayner, top of the key. Goes inside. Try to go to Stoddard underneath the hoop. Her shot no good. Rebound to the floor. We're going to get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. As Stoddard and Wayner were a little too close there, as we're going to get a substitution. It's Kendrick Lusk in for Rebecca Wayner. 14-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels with a 2-point lead. We have 5:04 to go in the Stacy Repair second quarter. It's Violet Taylor to initiate the offense. Across the timeline, she finds Scott at the top of the key. Surveys inside to Peterson. Tingy, right corner, 15-footer on the way, no good. Rebound poked around into the hands of Violet Taylor. As she resets, turns, fires a pass right to Lunsford, as Darlene Peterson did a good job pressuring on the way back as Lunsford dribbled it out of bounds. Taylor didn't look before she threw that pass, and she threw it right to Lunsford as the Rebels regained possession. Across the timeline into the offense, Tingy on the right wing. Scott working hard inside on the block, wants it. They go to Pugmire. Now they get to Scott on the right block. Turns, gives it back to Taylor, excuse me. She turns for 15 feet, no good. Grabs her own miss, finds Violet Taylor on the left wing. She drives baseline, kicks it to Pugmire. Pump fake, Tingy, 15-foot right wing jumper, no good. As Hannah Scott chases down the rebound, it bounces out of bounds before she can get to it. 4:15 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. We're getting an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Lions bench. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Lexmark Plains Tires broadcast booth. Another Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Haiti Pugmire collects a Rich County government steal right out of the break. She is fouled on the play. That'll be on Stoddard, her second, and that is big for the Lions as she is the cog that makes the machine run for the Lions. Ellie Argyle checks back in. Of course, Argyle and Peterson playing with 2 fouls apiece. Aforementioned Peterson on the left wing. Step back, has her shot blocked by Lunsford. Here come the Lions back the other way. Lunsford has it on the right wing. Crosses over. We're going to get a foul called on, I think, Pugmire. That'll send Lunsford to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 3:58 to go in Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rebels up 14-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We called for a fast start for the Rebels, and it has been a struggle, to say the least, for them, as the first free throw is good. Free throws have been the big difference here, as Lunsford will go back. It looks like she's got blood on her hand. The referees are checking. No blood, she'll shoot the second free throw. It is 14-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Lunsford, second free throw. Misses everything, will go out of bounds. It'll be Rebels basketball, 3:58 to go in the Stacy Repair second quarter. Violet Taylor's gonna walk it up the floor. Crosses over, hands it to Tingy. Tingy on the drive, goes to Peterson, top to key. She pulls up, finds Taylor underneath for the layup. She misses the layup though, as here comes Stoddard back the other way. Crosses over, 3-on-1 for the Lions, as they're unable to convert, as a pass between Smith and another player is caught, but Smith is called on the travel. And that's just kind of what we're talking right there. Violet Taylor gets a layup, the Rebels miss it. They have to make their easy shots, or else it's gonna be a long, long afternoon. Peterson on the right wing. Surveys, finds Pugmire. She turns, attacks with the left hand, finishes the layup off glass. That's a nice up and under move there from Haiti Pugmire. She's got 8 in the ball game. That pass is nearly stolen by the Rebels, but deflected off of Menning out of bounds. The press works for the Rebels. They're up 16-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. This has been the Rebels' biggest lead of the game. In fact, they've spent the majority of the first quarter trailing. Violet Taylor will initiate the offense for the Rebels. They are attacking from left to right from the scorer's table. Pass to Peterson on the right wing, caught. Fires it back to Argyle, who hands to Peterson. Peterson on the left wing, attacks the elbow, floats one off the back rim, out, no good. Pugmire with the rebound and parries the layup. Haiti Pugmire with the tenacious board and the bucket. She's the first player to double digits. 2:47 to go in Stacy Repair second quarter. It's Stoddard, crosses over, her pass stolen by Ellie Argyle. Rich County government steal as she attacks. Come the Rebels back the other way. It's Taylor atop the key. She looks to attack, spins back. Had Pugmire open in the post, unable to get it to her. Instead, they go left corner, 15-footer for Tingy, no good. Taylor with the rebound, finds Pugmire, goes up with the left-handed shot from the block, rattles around, no good, but she was fouled on the play. Will go to the line to shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Shooting 2 for the Rebels, Haiti Pugmire.
Pugmire's first free throw on the way, rattles around, rolls around, spins and falls. Pugmire now 1 for 3 from the line, has 11 points in the contest, as that last foul was on Menning. 2 starters for the Lions in foul trouble as Pugmire's second free throw back rim and out. She is 1 for 4 from the line on the day, typically a 73% free throw shooter. As the Rebels are going to press, Stoddard is cut off by Tingy, who steals it away, but she stepped out of bounds. Good effort from Tylee Tingy as the Lions retain possession, 19-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Lions. Just into a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth into the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels pressing. Lions are able to break the press as Smith from the left wing to the free throw line as they try a backdoor play. Nicely defended by the Rebels. So here comes Taylor pushing the ball up the floor. Navigates some traffic as she'll reset the offense. Brushes her ponytail out of the way. Rebels are going to set up the offense as Taylor dribbles across the middle of the floor, finds Tingy in the corner. She attacks. Peterson, her left wing three on the way. Good! As Darlene Peterson buries the T7 Propane three-pointer. As the Rebels go up 22-13, pass deflected, stolen by Darlene Peterson. Rich County government steal. She finds Tingy backdoor, lays it off glass and good! Rebels defense making a difference here as they go up 24-13. As Peterson gets the steal and the nice assist, as Tingy now has 8 in the contest. Lions get it across the timeline. 1:10 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Smith goes to Lusk at the elbow. Her shot deflected, I think, by Argyle. Pugmire with the rebound. Taylor, under a minute to go in the half. Tingy on the right wing. She'll drive. Cut off by the Lions. Finds Argyle cutting down the lane. That's a good find from Tingy as Ellie Argyle buries the layup. 26-13 as the Rebels have quickly opened up the lead as Pugmire gets the steal. Pugmire gets a tip. Tingy with the steal as Tingy drives the lane, finds Pugmire. She lays it in, 28-13. And this is the avalanche we were talking about as the Lions are going to call an Independent Software Solutions timeout. You listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to go to the Gare Bear fan cam, which is the Gare Bear 1A Utah State Tournament live from the Les Schwab broadcast booth fan cam today, as unfortunately we don't have video streaming rights. But for all your Bear Lake Realty needs, call 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888, or visit bearlakerealty.com. We're going to go back to the live cam as
If you've never heard of mechanic,
it's the Rebels defense. We talked about this in the first quarter, that they want to get it done. They're going to have to do it on the defensive end, and their press has been really good these last, I'd say, minute 30 seconds of playing time, as they're able to stretch a 3-point lead to a 13-point lead. Make that 15-point lead. I'm not real good at math. The Rebels have been much better here in the second quarter. In the first quarter, they only scored 8 points. They've scored 20 here in the second as they lead 28-13. Checking the game for the Rebels, number 14, Sage Lundgren, as well as number 22, Janie Walentine, as Argyle's going to sit as she has 2 fouls. Don't want to have her pick up one here in the latter stages of the half as Lunsford down the lane, lobs a pass, caught by Smith. They try to go back inside instead, stolen by Walentine, and she's going to dribble it up the left wing, 20 to go in the second quarter. Finds Taylor underneath. Taylor tries to find a teammate. That's going to go out of bounds. You'd love to see Violet Taylor shoot that. She had the ball on the left block, had an opportunity to go up. At worst, you get an offensive rebound opportunity for the Rebels where they're pretty good as the Lions have the ball, 10 seconds to go. Waning. Goes to Stoddard, 5 to go. She's guarded by Taylor. Goes to Lunsford, top of the key. Walentine all over her. Lions are unable to get a shot off. Good defense there late in the quarter by the Rebels. That'll do it for us here in the first half. The Rebels lead 28-13. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com as well as on 98.3 FM. And when we come back, we'll have the halftime show for you, brought to you by Ellingford.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It's time for the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. For all your cement, sand, and gravel needs, call Ellingford Brothers, 800-789-1515. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As when we come back, we'll have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes at an elevation of 6,300 feet with temperatures that can range from 90 degrees in the summer and sometimes 40 below in the winter. The folks that call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Rich County residents value hard work, education, and believe in God, family, country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and Town Board Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, Cullen Pace, and Clerk April Grohl support the Rich Rebels and invite you to visit Randolph whenever you can.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph. As for the Rebels, leading the way, Haiti Pugmire has 11. Followed by Tylee Tingy with 8. Darlene Peterson has 3. Ellie Argyle and Hannah Scott have 2 apiece for a total of 28 for the Lions of ICS. Leading the way is McKenna Stoddard with 5. Lane Lunsford has 4. Rebecca Wayner has 2. Actually, I believe Lunsford has 6 as on a recount. That would be a total of 13. In that half for the Rebels, the highlight of it was the second half of that second quarter. The final 4 minutes is where they kind of put distance in between them and the Lions. it was a close game, as ICS, they definitely came to play. But you can kind of see the nerves on the face and in the body language of the Rebels, as they were a little unsure of themselves. I think in the first quarter they were a little timid and afraid to make mistakes. And if they play that way, they're not as good of a team as they can be when they're playing fearless, kind of like how they did in that second quarter, the second half of the second quarter. That's when they can really put teams away. They lead by 15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. A big thing to do with that was the moments they played without Ellie Argyle. She had 2 fouls. She may not be the leading scorer for the Rebels, but what she does defensively, grabbing rebounds, poking the ball away in the press. She's very, very good at getting steals in the press, or at least poking it away, leading to one of the guards backtrack getting a steal. Ellie Argyle is very important. Her going out with 2 fouls early in that first quarter was a big catalyst for, I think, why the Rebels struggled a little bit. She's also a calming senior presence that really helps to have. But when we come back, we'll have some adjustments for you. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
So this is the Reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home in sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Taking care of yourself is important through all.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 2 minutes to go here in the Ellen Ford Brothers halftime show, as the Rebels are yet to hit the floor here to start the second half. Here comes Casey Wilson as the Rebels do hit the floor. They lead 28-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As for the Rebels, you got to continue playing defense. Defense is what's going to get them as far as they go in this tournament. It's what they kind of it's what they hang their hat on. And a lot of their good offense comes from a really good defense. And the Lions were able to slow the game down a little bit. Rebels want to get out and run, but in that first half, it seemed like the Lions were able to slow it down just a little bit, and the Rebels were a little out of sort to start the quarter, or to start the game. You got to remember, this is their first game in 2 weeks. You can simulate in practice and go as hard as you want at each other, but it's not the same as going against another team in the state tournament, as the Rebels lead 28-13. We got a minute to go here in halftime. For the Lions, though, keep playing the way they've played. They've played a pretty solid basketball game. They've limited turnovers until that final 4 minutes. If they can play like they did the first 12, they have an opportunity in this game, as they were able to kind of stymie the game, slow it down, muddy it up a bit, and that's in the favor of the Lions at this point. One thing to note for both teams, foul trouble is a factor, as the Rebels have Argyle and Peterson in foul trouble. The Lions, they have Stoddard and Menning. As it'll be Lions basketball to start the half, Rebels are going to press right away. Lions will be attacking left from right if you're looking at the floor from the scorer's table. They are wearing their black road uniforms. As the Rebels, they're going to be attacking from right to left as they go to Stoddard right away. Rebels wearing their home whites. Rebels across the chest, blue numbers and lettering as Stoddard goes to Menning. She's going to fire a long three. That rattles out. There are 3 Lions on the floor because this is a college basketball floor. She shot that one from behind, college men's 3. As Tingy catches on the right wing. Rebels into the offense as Violet Taylor looks to survey. Gets a pick, goes away from it, crosses over, drives right, finds Tingy in the right corner. She dribbles to the right wing, hands it off to Argyle. Taylor catches in the corner, looks to attack baseline, shields the ball, finds Peterson, left wing 3, fakes it, instead pulls up, shot short. Rebounded by the Lions as the ball is nearly turned over. The Lions do a good job getting it back. Stoddard goes inside as we're going to get a block by Tylee Tingy from behind as they went to Menning. Good defense there from Tingy as we go back to our live cam. 7:09 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Stoddard's going to pull from way downtown. That's off the front rim and out. As the first foul of the half will go against the Rebels as Wayner was knocked down by Peterson. It's her third. They went up with 2 on the board, but that is her third. That is Lions go inside right away as that's going to be a jump ball. Good defense there by the Rebels as Pugmire and Peterson put their hands on the ball as Hannah Scott's going to replace Darlene Peterson.
Replacing Darlene Peterson, number 41, Hannah Scott.
7:03 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Violet Taylor takes her time up the floor, crosses the timeline, drives right, hands it to Argyle. Argyle goes inside to Scott, tips it to herself. That's a tough catch, finds Pugmire. She attacks the left block, lays it off glass, no good. As the Rebels get a good look out of it, unable to capitalize. Stoddard's going to walk it up the floor. Lions into the offense, gets a double screen. She's going to pull up from way downtown again. This time it's off the side rim and out. Pugmire with the rebound. Stoddard shooting from behind the third three-point line as Tingy catches on the left wing, attacks off glass, no good. Rebound pulled in by Argyle. She clears some space, shot goes up, no basket on the play as she was fouled on the shot. The ICS bench wants an offensive foul called against Argyle, and they kind of have a case. But as it stands, Argyle will go to the line for 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. First one on the way, no good.
At the line, shooting for the Rebels, Ellie Argyle.
Argyle will go back to the line to shoot the second half of the 2 free throws. This one in the air. That one's no good as well. Lions come away with the rebound. Rebels go 0 for 2 from the line there. 6:18 to go in Stacey's Repair second quarter. Stoddard crosses the timeline, guarded by Tingy. She picks up her dribble at the half-court line, throws a pass, is able to find a teammate. That's Wayner. Inside, turn shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by Scott as we're going to get a foul called against the Lions. That last shot from the Lions coming from, trying to see the jersey. That looks like it's number 20. That's Menning. The maroon on black's a little tough to see from up here in my broadcast booth as the Rebels cross the timeline. Taylor to Pugmire on the wing. She attacks, floats one from 10 feet. No good, side rim and out. Rebound into the corner for Smith. She finds Stoddard. Stoddard's gonna jog it up the floor as Tingy looks to guard. Gets it across the timeline just in the nick of time. Lions work it to the wing. Smith, guarded by Argyle. Pass to Lunsford's, poked away. We're gonna get a foul called against the Rebels as the 2 referees right there didn't call a foul, but the baseline referee did. It's on Taylor. Lunsford to inbound. They go inside right away as it's stolen by Haiti Pugmire. One-on-one down the floor as Pugmire drops it off to Tingy, lays it up, no good, blocked as Tingy gets her own rebound. As I believe Stoddard got the block, handoff to Taylor. She has to rip it away from the defender. Tingy pulls up. Long two on the way. It's good. Tylee Tingy buries the basket, as that's the first bucket of the half. Tingy now has, I believe, 10 in the ball game, as she does have 10. Stoddard in the backcourt. Rebels are going to press as they push it up the floor. That's deflected off of ICS. It'll go out of bounds across the baseline as the Rebels press gets the turnover. 30-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. That's the problem when you don't score for the Rebels, is you're not really able to set up the press. 4:45 to go in the Stacy's Repair, excuse me, the Epic Recreation third quarter. Tingy at the top of the key. Goes to Taylor on the wing. She attacks baseline, floats one up. That's no good off the back rim. Rebound pulled in by the Lions, as Stoddard's going to push it up the floor. Pass deflected by Tingy, but finds Smith. Lions on the attack. It's Lunsford. Drives to the right elbow, guarded by Taylor. Inside to Menning. Has it poked away by Ellie Argyle. She picks up the Rich County government steal as Taylor throws it ahead to Scott. Spins, catches, lays it off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound poked out of bounds by Violet Taylor. I'm not sure if that was blocked, but that ball looked like it hit something and just went sideways. As Casey Wilson to replace Pugmire. Rebels bring the press. Stoddard catches. Finds Lunsford on the wing. It's very clear they're trying to keep the ball out of Stoddard's hand as Tingy face guards her the whole way. Lunsford goes inside, pass to Menning. She catches, is fouled on the shot. 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Menning will shoot 2 free throws. She is a 50% free throw shooter. That's the third foul against Argyle. Menning into the routine. Her free throw on the way is good. Walentine's going to check in for Argyle.
Into the lineup for the Rebels, replacing Ellie Argyle, number 22, Jamie Wallet.
Back to the line for Menning. Spins it in her hand a couple times. Takes a step forward. Fires it like a jump shot. Makes both of them. As the Lions have been really good from the free throw line tonight. Here come the Rebels down the floor. Wilson has it in the left corner. Finds Taylor. She drives down the right side of the lane. Off glass, no good. Scott with the rebound. Battles through a couple of bodies. Turns, floats one off glass, no good. Rebound goes to the Lions. As Stoddard will walk it up the timeline. Has to throw a long pass as it was nearly 10 seconds. Lunsford steps back, finds Menning inside. She attacks, poked away from behind, goes to the floor, is able to find Lunsford as the Rebels continue to battle and knock it out of bounds off of the Lions. As I thought the Rebels got that one. That may have been a little bit of a makeup call as there was a missed travel as a player fell to the floor. Violet Taylor walking across the timeline, 3:13 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Wilson on the right wing. Her pass. Nearly stolen instead. Hannah Scott's able to step inside and get the block. Or to draw the foul, excuse me. So we have 3:05 to go in this third quarter. We have 4 points scored, 2 aside, as it's 30-15. Casey Wilson with the Crawford Troth inbounds pass. Rebels defense has been really good. Taylor catches on the wing, goes inside to Scott. She has to deflect it to herself, uses her body to back the defender down and gets the foul called. As she'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Lions foul number 23, McKenna Stoddard.
It's on Stoddard, her third. Or I take that back, that's her fourth.
The line shooting for the Rebels, Hannah Scott.
Scott's first Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way is good. That fourth foul against McKenna Stoddard is a huge moment in this game.
Into the lineup.
Walentine, Scott back to the line. Sage Lundgren checks in as Hannah Scott goes 2 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. 32-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Menning, if you're the Rebels, you got to be super aggressive right here without Stoddard on the floor. Lunsford on the wing. They go to the elbow for Menning. To the corner, Smith drives baseline, stopped. Tries a pass, stolen by Hannah Scott. As she looks up, that ball goes overhead. No carry on the play, but it works out in the end as the Lions get the ball. But Casey Wilson reaches in and gets the Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. That when Scott was dribbling the ball down the floor, it bounced over her head. She was able to keep her hand on the outside of the basketball. Did not go underneath for a palming violation. As that pass stolen by Violet Taylor. She drives the lane. She is bumped on the play. Or else either her or Casey Wilson had a layup opportunity. That's not a bad foul there from Wayner. Wilson will have the Crawford Trout inbounds play in her hand. Finds Taylor, backdoor cut. She lays it in with the right hand. Nice find there from Casey Wilson as Violet Taylor picks up her first basket of the evening. Here come the Lions back the other way. Stolen by Janie Walentine. She hands to Violet Taylor. 2:12 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Taylor, full court pass all the way down the floor to Casey Wilson. She makes the catch. And working with Independent Software Solutions, timeout as Wilson lays it in with the left hand. Rebels call time. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com as well as on 98.3 FM. As the Rebels lead 36-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard, it'll be Lions basketball out of bounds under their own hoop. 2:05 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. As I'd say, the biggest storyline of this game is McKenna Stoddard on the bench with her fourth foul. It's a huge blow for the Lions as she's their primary ball handler. Quick shot from the Lions, rattles around and out as that was Meadow Stahl with the three-point attempt. Tingy with the rebound, pushes ahead to Walentine, thought about going inside. Instead, finds her teammates as the Rebels will reset. Taylor at the top of the key. Goes inside to Scott. Kicks it to Walentine, right wing three on the way. Good! Janie Walentine from behind the college three-point line buries the T7 Propane three-pointer. 39-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Wayner's pass deflected into the hands of Violet Taylor. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Taylor down the right wing, fires a pass to Wilson, who went too far behind the hoop. Her shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Lions. Casey Wilson got a little too deep there as Violet Taylor pokes it away into the hands of Walentine for the Rich County Government steal. She's going to attack down the right wing as her and Casey Wilson have a little discussion as Walentine dribbles it off her foot, goes out of bounds. But if Walentine gets around that defender, she has a layup as well as the Rebels. 39-15, the defensive intensity has been much better here for the Rebels. As Lusk will check back into the game for the Lions, 1:06 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter as Lunsford down the lane on the right wing, stops, turns, finds a teammate. I think that's Stahl. She fires up the shot. Rebound pulled in by Lundgren as she clears room. She'll push it up the floor. Walentine on the right wing. Inside to Scott. Back to Lundgren. She's going to fire the three. Good! Sage Lundgren off the bench for the T7 Propane three-pointer, 42-15. That's a great pass by Hannah Scott out of the post. As with 34 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter, Rebels lead 42-15. Lunsford is followed by Lundgren on the play. Lunsford drove down the right wing as Lundgren looked to trap. She stepped into the body instead of in front. Therefore, it is a foul. She reached in. Shot clock is off. Lions can hold for the last shot. Lunsford on the right wing. Top the key to Smith. Stahl Middle of the floor for Frazee. Her shot no good. Pulls in her own board. Or excuse me, that's Lunsford that pulls in the rebound. Goes up with the shot, no good. Foul on the play. She'll shoot 2 free throws. As I believe that foul's on Lundgren. The PA announcer called it on Tingy, as the free throw is good from Lunsford. One of those 2 players has 2. The scoreboard has 14. Second free throw on the way, short. Rebound pulled in by Casey Wilson. That's a good box out on the shooter. She's got 8 to work with. Pushes ahead to Hannah Scott. Surveys on the right wing. Tacks down the lane, floats it off glass, rattles around, no good. As the Rebels get a good look at it at the end of the quarter. But they'll do it for us here in the Epic Recreation third quarter. We're back with the Bear Lake Community Health Center, or the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth at the start of the fourth quarter. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Lundgren, Wilson, Argyle, Peterson, and Wallentyne. As Wilson goes to Peterson on the right corner. Trying to go inside to Argyle. It'll be deflected out of bounds off of the Lions. It's a great defensive play there from Smith as Argyle is trying to cut across her face. Crawford Trout inbounds play. Goes to Argyle. She catches 1 dribble off the block. Goes up. No good. Rebound pulled in by Stoddard. She's playing with 4. Argyle and Peterson are playing with 3 apiece. Lunsford on the right wing. Back to Stoddard. She's going to pull from behind the college three-point line. No good. Wallentyne with the rebound. She'll lead the attack. 7:30 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Finds Lundgren. She's going to pull from way downtown as well. That's off the back rim and out. Wilson with the rebound as the Rebels look to reset. One thing I wonder if the Lions are starting to get to some of the players, as there's 3 3-point lines on the floor as Argyle catches on the right elbow. She attacks down the lane, floats one up off glass, no good, but Ellie Argyle will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. As a lot of these 3-point attempts have been from outside the college 3-point line, which is about 2 to 3 feet further than what the 3-point line is in high school basketball. Argyle's first free throw on the way is good. Back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for Ellie Argyle. Her second free throw on the way, rattles around and out. Peterson with the board, goes up off glass and good. Darlene Peterson with the good hustle play there, 45-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels 7:05 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As Peterson nearly got her hands in for a jump ball. Instead, Stoddard topped the key 3, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lunsford for the moment, poked away. Players hit the floor, out of bounds, off of the Lions. Great effort there from Ellie Argyle and Elaine Lunsford as they both hit the floor to get the ball. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 31, Cass Argyle. 45-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. These are an important 6:48 for some of the players that may not play as much, especially as Cass Argyle drives down the lane, kicks it to Lundgren on the left wing, back to Peterson. Peterson inside to Argyle. We're going to foul called against the Lions. It'll be on the floor, but Rebels will shoot free throws. But these minutes are important. You're going to play 4 games in 4 days if you want to get to where you want to get to. And these minutes allow some of the starters not to have to play the full 32. Where if the Rebels can salt this one away, it'll be in their best interest because a lot of their starters haven't played. But as I say that, Haiti Pugmar is going to check into the game. First free throw is missed in the 1-and-1. Lions with the rebound. Here they come. Wayner fires an elbow jumper from the left wing, no good. Or excuse me, that was Menning with the shot, Wayner with the rebound, jump ball called. So Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball will stay with the Lions.
Checking into the lineup for the
Haiti Pugmire will replace Sage Lundgren as Tylee Ting is going to check back in as well for Casey Wilson. 45-16 on the station on main scoreboard, but I don't think this score really tells you the whole story of this ball game. As the Lions go inside, right back out to Smith, back inside to Menning as it's stolen by Argyle. She rips it away. That's Ellie Argyle on the steal. Cass Argyle carries it up the wing, finds Pugmire. Cass in the corner, fakes the shot, pulls up, long two on the way, rattles in and out. So that was a good move there from Cass Argyle, just does not fall. Here come the Lions back the other way. Stolen by Ellie Argyle this time, Rich County Government steal. She finds Peterson, Rebels off and running. But this was a very close game with the Rebels trailing, in fact, most of the first quarter. Tylee Ting down the lane, floats one up with the right hand as she makes a nice move, 47-16. Ting has 12. As it was really Pugmire and Ting in the first half that kept the Rebels afloat as the Lions did a good job. Here comes a pass stolen by Darlene Peterson. 5:32 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter as Peterson carries it up the floor. Tries to go inside to Pugmire. That was a good look from Darlene. As she looked the defender off, threw it inside, just a little high for Pugmire. As Brentley Hatch is going to check in for Ellie Argyle. 5 on the floor for the Rebels, Tingy, Hatch, Peterson, Pugmire, and Cass Argyle. Stoddard will walk it up the floor, 5:20 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Stall on the left wing. So the top to Kiefer Lunsford. They go inside to Stoddard, turns, and she's going to be fouled on the play. But you can kind of see the defensive game plan for the Rebels there. Stoddard catches on the left block, and she is hounded by 2 Rebels defenders as Janie Walentine's going to check in for the Rebels. Like I said earlier, these are important minutes for some of the players on the floor right now. Peterson didn't play much in the first half, or excuse me, Peterson played most of the first half, as she hasn't played much of the third quarter with foul trouble. As Stoddard, top of the key, drives left into the lane, Euro step, floats it up around the rim and falls in. It's a nice move from McKenna Stoddard, 47-18 on the station on main scoreboard. Cass Argyle has the ball across the timeline, steps into the pump fake and goes to Hatch. That's a good find from Argyle. Hatch's shot missed. Pugmire with the rebound, no good. Second shot, no good as she tripped on a player that was on the floor. As a player went down hard. I think she got stepped on a couple times as the ball was right by her. As they're checking on the downed player, she hops up and runs down the floor. She's probably gonna have to check out as Aubrey Heerpin will check in for her. Violet Taylor will check in for the Rebels. 4:39 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Stoddard's going to initiate the offense for the Lions. As she gets a screen from Lunsford, and that screen kind of mucked up the play. She set a screen so hard on Violet Taylor that she kind of bumped into Stoddard, who was dribbling, lost out of bounds. One of the Rebels has to let Violet Taylor know that that screen's coming, or else that's a huge collision waiting to happen. As Cass Argyle down the lane with a left-hand dribble, finds Taylor to Walentine, attacks the free throw line, floats one up from 5 feet away, rattles around, won't fall for Walentine. It'll be out of bounds off the Rebels, 4:10 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels up 47-18 on the station on main scoreboard. Cassie Argyle will replace Haiti Pugmire. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Violet Taylor, Janie Walentine, Cass Argyle, Cassie Argyle, Brentley Hatch. 5 on the floor for the Lions. Stoddard, Lunsford, Stahl, Heerpin. As Lunsford drives the lane, gets the foul and the bucket. We'll shoot the old-fashioned three-point play. We're trying to figure out who the 5th player is. As that's Bryn Smith, number 24. Back to the line for Lunsford, who's been pretty good from the line tonight. Rattles around and falls. Lunsford has 10 for the Lions, 47-21, 3:58 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Cass Argyle between the legs dribble as we get a whistle on the play. Not sure why the whistle came, but Cass Argyle will inbound, finds Taylor top of the key. She gets a screen down the lane, splits two defenders, lays it off the glass, no good. Would have loved to see that one go down for Violet, as she's had a little bit of an off shooting night. Stoddard will walk it up the floor, 3:40 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. To the elbow for Smith, reverse pivots, finds Stoddard top the key. She pump fakes, drives down the lane, steps back, thought about it, but good defense there from Violet Taylor to prevent the shot. Smith finds Lunsford. Lunsford on the left wing, drives down the lane, splits a couple defenders, layup, no good. As here comes Wallenstein, she pushes ahead, Cass Argyle on the right wing. Has it knocked out of her hands, good defensive play there from Meadow Stahl. The Rebels basketball, 3:16 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, as Cass Argyle has Crawford Troth inbounds play in her hand. Finds Taylor on the back cut. Tipped away by Lunsford. That's a good defensive play there from Lunsford as Taylor was open on the left block. 1 second runs off as there's 3:15 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Cass Argyle tries to find Wallenstein. This one's knocked out of bounds by Stoddard. This time 2 seconds come off the clock. As we're going to get a 3-player change for the Lions, as it'll be Jenna Weiner, Olivia Frazzi, and Audrey Cole into the game for the Lions. Cass Argyle on the left wing, dribbles to the top of the key, spins back, finds Violet Taylor. She's gonna fire a three off the back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Frazzi as she's pressured. Her pass is gonna go across the timeline and out of bounds. Rebels will inbound in front of their bench. Checking the game for the Rebels, number 14, Sage Lundgren, and number 4, Casey Wilson, as they'll replace Wallenstein and Taylor. Once again, these 3 minutes are huge for the Rebels, as you're allowing your starters and a lot of your rotation players outside of maybe Wilson and Lundgren gets in as well. You're allowing them to not have to play the full game. It'll help later in the tournament as Weiner gets the steal. Instead, Wilson chases her down from behind, steals it herself. Casey Wilson's layup from the right side, no good. Great defensive effort there from Jenna Weiner, as we're going to get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. It'll stay with the Rebels. 2:39 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Casey Wilson with the Crawford Troth inbounds play. Finds Hatch at the free throw line. She buries the jumper as it rattles around. 49-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hatch gets her first bucket of the tournament. Weiner across the timeline. They go to Cole up top. Stahl. To Frazzi at the left elbow. Back to Stahl. Weiner. Pump fakes. Spins back. Finds Stahl, who's going to fire a long three. That's short and out of bounds. Also, these minutes are important for these players on the floor because you never know what can happen. If a player were to get in foul trouble, you know, they're not that far down the bench where it's impossible they play these big minutes. So getting out on the floor and just getting these 3 minutes worth of time could be huge for some of these Rebels here later in the tournament. Hatch on the elbow. Finds Casey Wilson on the right wing. She buries the T7 Propane three-pointer, 52-21. Rebels up, 1:50 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As the pass is stolen by Wilson, that's a Rich County government steal. She finds Hatch. She walks it up the floor, spins, turns back. Finds Wilson, who turns, finds Cassie Argyle inside, who lays it in. Cassie Argyle gets her first basket of the tournament. As the cheer section let the crowd know that she is a sophomore, as Weiner crosses the timeline, nearly stolen. In fact, is stolen by Casey Wilson. Here comes Cass Argyle down the left wing. 2-on-1. She spins back, crosses over, tried to go between her legs. It's going to go out of bounds as she lost the handle. Checking the game for the Lions, number 14, Meadow Stahl, places Cole.
Number 14, Meadow Stahl.
Wayner. Across the timeline finds Lust. They try to go back to Wayner. That's deflected by about 3 players. I think it's going to go out of bounds off the Rebels. As it looked like 3 Rebels got their hands to the ball, but just weren't able to corral it with 1 minute to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Program note, we will not have a post-game show after this as we have to run across the street to get to the boys' game as that pass is deflected out of bounds by Casey Wilson. Good defense there as the Lions go from inbounding under the Rebels' hoop to inbounding on the sideline across from the scorer's table. Stahl slaps the ball. Her teammates initiate the play inside to Frazee. She drives, shot deflected, finds Wayner. She's going to fire the 15-foot right wing jumper, no good. Rebound pulled in by looks like Frazee. She's fouled on the second attempt as Brenly Hatch picks up the foul.
Rebel foul, number 42, Brenly Hatch.
As the boys' game is underway, Wayne is up 3-0.
The Lions shooting for the Lions, Olivia Frazee.
Frazee will step to the line. First free throw on the way is good. And if you're the Lions, this is a very young team. They're moving to a 2A region, which I'm talking with some of the folks around the Lions organization, or around the Lions team. Second free throw, no good. That's a winnable region for them next year as they have steadily improved throughout the year. They're a very young team. They'll get Stoddard coming back, who's their leading scorer. As Casey Wilson is fouled, we'll shoot 1 and 1 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. But this is a young Lions team, and I think this experience here at the Sevier Valley Center, although they were the 16 seed, having to win to get in, and coming out and playing I would say, a very, very good first half, although they were trailing. But the first quarter is the first free throw, no good in the 1 and 1. We're going to get another foul called against the Rebels, as that'll send Hairpin to the line to shoot 1 and 1 for the Lions, as I believe they'll be on Cassie Argyle. But like I was saying, for the Lions, this is good experience. I mean, they're a young team who next year could maybe make some noise in 2A as they move up to a different region. But that region for them is very winnable in the Salt Lake Valley. As Hairpin, first free throw on the way, no good. We're going to get a lane violation against the Lions. It'll be Rebels basketball, 38.1 to go here in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Lundgren inbounds it to Cass Argyle. She's going to walk it across the timeline. There is a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as the Rebels have the lead. Argyle is triple teamed. Cass Argyle, that is, finds Cassie Argyle. She's able to find space to Lundgren. Cass Argyle, top of the key. Drives the lane. Kicks it to Wilson in the left corner. She drives baseline as she was probably fouled in a closer game, but with 14.6 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, will be Rebels basketball as it was knocked out of bounds. Wilson finds Lundgren, her left corner three on the way, hits the rim and out as Hatch gets the rebound. Looking to clear space, drives the lane, shoots it, is fouled. We'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws with 8 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Just a reminder that as soon as we're done here, as soon as that horn buzzes, you're going to hear the buzzer for about a split second before I end the stream so I can run across the road to Richfield High School as Hatch, first free throw on the way. Rattles around, rolls in for Hatch. Makes her 2 for 3 from the free throw line at the varsity level. Back to the line, make that 3 for 4. As the Lions will inbound, 8.4 to go. Across the timeline to the wing for Lush. She's going to fire a 3, no good. And that will do it for us here at the Sevier Valley Center. Rebels win this one 56-22 on the station on main scoreboard. You're listening to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to play a couple commercials and then we'll be done as we'll head to the boys' game.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you.
We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.